Fluffy squirrel tail. Tell him tomorrow's Groundhog Day. And you're the squirrel groundhog. Look at him, he's bigger than a groundhog. Well, anyway, it's been horrible conditions. I was lucky to find anything yesterday, and I did. I found one piece. I sifted for like 2 hours and then walked down the shore and found a pretty unique piece laying on a gravel bar. It has a little damage, but it's still pretty nice. And I got out some other stuff to show you other examples. But my find will be up next. The river's up a little bit, but I should be able to look in a few days. It's just horrible conditions. Rainy, snowy out, ground's all wet. I can't even go to the dump and dig, so I'll just have to find what I can until it clears off. But there's my pet squirrel for you newbies. The squirrel man, get up here. Show him how big you are. Tell him you're a big boy. I see your squirrel teeth sticking out of there. What's going on here? Look at him. Well, enjoy the video, folks. Later. Alright, as you can see, it's raining and there's snow on the ground. But it should have unthawed it enough that I can do some sifting. It's 1:30 probably. I'm going to stay out till about dark or till I get too cold. See if I can't come up with an ancient artifact. It's rough going this time of year, but I've been finding stuff. So I'll get back if I see anything in my screen. Later. I just walked up onto something awesome, but the tip's gone. Oh, folks. It's horrible conditions, but man, look at this Amos point laying here with a tip dang on it. Oh, it's got a really cool, it almost looks like it was starting to be made into a hafted shaft scraper on one side. That's worthy of restoration. That is just amazing. Wow. You know, that's definitely getting turned into a shaft scraper. It's like a first form one. Oh, if that would have been whole. Man. Well, anyway, later. I'll try to find some more stuff. This flake I just got in that last screen. That stuff's nuts. It's beautiful. Later. See, I've been scraping around in here. I've been finding some flakes of flint, but nothing else. I'm starting to get cold. You can see it's raining. I'm wet, and that's not good. And there's snow on the ground, so basically, I got that one hafted shaft scraper that's got damage to the tip, but it's still a good find for a day like today. It's a really rare piece, and I don't have one that's for first form. I'll show it to you with some other hafted shaft scrapers in one of the next clips. I don't know where it'll be in the video. But thanks for watching. I'll get back out and add clips to this. You know, it's beyond horrible conditions. I'm just soaked. And it's like 29 degrees. I'm pretty cold. Go home and get warmed up. But we found something, so can't complain. Later. Here's this little hafted shaft scraper, and I got out more. You can see how that edge just started to be worked into a shaft scraper. It's made out of a broken point, I would assume. It's made from a point. A lot of them are uniface on one side. I'd say they broke this and they started to work it into a shaft scraper. And it probably would have ended up, you know, looking something like this. Here's one that's just made into a purpose shaft scraper. You can see it's uniface. But here's other ones. Here's one. This one would be uniface. It's not made from a pre-made projectile, but this one is. This one's not uniface. I'd say that's made from a point. Here's a Kanawha bifurcate one. I found this one steps off of where I found this one in this video, laying out in the same gravel. But it's a purposely made tool. It was never an arrowhead. You can see it's just a flake on the back. Right there, used for like my fingers, the arrow shaft. This would have been to shave the arrow shaft on a little handle to work down to make the arrows. And you can see just about how the arrow shafts were. That would have just shaved down the arrow shaft. That's what these tools are for. Here's one. This one I found on video last year. You can see the shaft scraper in it right there on that side. This one's made out of a broken point, but it would have been hafted, and you can see that indentation where they would have shaved the arrow shafts. I found this one on video. It's kind of an exhausted one. I think this has been sharpened down. But you can see right there, and uniface off the same side as all this other stuff. Real ground base. That's kind of cool. Here's another one, Crooksville Chert. And you can see this one's just kind of started to be worked. It was starting to get the concavity. It's kind of it's not been used much, but this is what it would have ended up looking like after use. You can see. And this one's uniface too. And here's probably my best one. This is part of a cache of points. It's uniface. Let's get that real deep concave. That's a beautiful shaft scraper. That's a good one right there. And here's some points I got out to show you that are associated with these shaft scrapers. Well, here's another classic shaft scraper I didn't show you. See how it's kind of getting that subtle edge on it there. This one hasn't been used like these other ones either. And uniface. That's pretty nice. That's a nice one. Here's the points that associated Amos's, and they're also with Kirk's and Kanawha bifurcates. You can see this one's just made on a flake, but you can start to see the side it was being used for, and it's uniface. A hafted shaft scraper. All of these are. But here's the points that I find the most shaft scrapers associated with. Anything kind of in that Kirk cluster of points, they're shaft scrapers. You see real good with this camera what you're looking at here. This one's kind of got a slight bevel to it. Here's one I found on my channel early on. It's a beauty. Real translucent green material. It's part of a cache. Found at least a dozen, some of them just as nice as this. Look how them serrations point to the tip. Here's one I found on my channel. Found this one laying out. Look at that needle tip. That's a beauty. Give you a good look at these, and I'll just do this tool with this video because I had to get out the cases to put it away. There's another look at that. Just as perfect as it gets. That's Cousteau. You can see the blue on it. Upper Mercer shirt. And not all of them are serrated. Look at the iron deposits leaching out of that. The iron patina on it there, you can see it real good. That's a beauty. Real needle tip. Look at that tip on that thing. And look at these little iron deposits all over it. Here's another one of the long black ones. I have 2 cases full of these over there out, but I'll show you some of the other stuff in future videos. And you can go back in my videos, I show a lot of the stuff. But that's beautiful. That's Cousteau as well. You can see the blue in it here. Look at that tip. Well, thanks for watching. This is a nice piece to go in this stuff. You know, I got all these and I even have more of them. Here's one, black Kanawha chert. It's an odd one. It's kind of a stemmed one, but it's an Amos tool. It's all right off an Amos site and unifaced. But that's the starter one, kind of like would have ended up looking like this. And you can see some of them are left-handed and some of them are right-handed. See, there's a left-handed one. This one looks like it was going to be a left-handed piece. But thanks for watching. That was a pretty good fun to go with the rest of them, you know. Get as many examples of tools like that as you can. It makes a nice display. Later.